G'day, I'm Jess Skarratt and welcome to Surfing Australia TV and to Surf World. It's like it's stepping back in time when you visit this Surfing and Beach Culture Museum, and if you're ever on the Gold Coast, it is definitely worth checking out. Speaking of checking out, take a look at what you can expect on today's show. Wow, a 1980s water-cooled tinkler tail kneeboard, the things you discover when you visit Surf World on the Gold Coast. Now, the original Source Australian Boardriders Battle is the biggest grassroots Boardriders event in the history of Australian surfing. The 8-event national series culminated in a huge, massive 2-day final in Cronulla over the Australia Day long weekend. And we were there for all the action. Check it out.
Change for me, not surfing with priority, and we've kind of just sticking to our own plan and really enjoying the atmosphere.
That little left's so tricky. And the rip's like fishtailing all over the place, so while you can read it, you got to just make the most of it and hope for the best, I guess, and see what comes out.
Great, like the team spirit, and like we're getting goosebumps yesterday. It was amazing. Like every wave, goosebumps, every cheer was just so cool.
We always knew we had the team to possibly beat the best guys, but then I guess today we did, and it's sort of hard to believe we did it, but I'm stoked.
In a team, the camaraderie, we don't get that enough in surfing, and to get it, it only happens once a year at this scale, so to be a part of it, it feels like the Super Bowl, or it's really an amazing feeling down here, and for us to walk away, not last year and this year as well, is really incredible. We're all over the moon.
There it is!
It isn't just about having natural ability. It's about unlocking your body's maximum potential. We believe, through state-of-the-art scientific research and the most advanced athlete-tested product development, we will unlock the power to build the perfect athlete. Real athletes, real science, Muscle Farm.
established in March 2014 and inspired by this event actually. And it was, you know, because we're all great competitors, you know, we all grew up competing against each other. So it's, you know, our first year here at the Australian Boardriders Battle, and, you know, it's so fantastic to win our region and then come up here and, you know, just have a bit of fun and, you know, show what we got. You know, everybody that's on the beach, I've grown up with, and, you know, there's no other event in the world that you can do that with and have such a tight-knit community. And, you know, you rock up to the beach and it just feels like your whole family's there. You're just like, oh yeah, sick. Massive family reunion, so it's awesome.
Look at her, 6-time world champ Stephanie Gilmore sure has a smile that lights up the world. Now, I'm just putting it out there, but I reckon that Steph wishes that the Subway Summer Surf Series was around when she was a junior. The series is a major drawcard for our best under 16 and under 18-year-old Aussie surfers. Time now to head to Phillip Island in Victoria for event 8.
Yeah, standard's great. It's good to see some of the local grommets. The performance is going through the roof. Yeah, it's inspiring.
I like competing in the Subway Summer Surf Series because it's a great day with your friends. Good to get a name out and it's just a fun day. My favourite sub to eat would be the meatball sub with salad.
The conditions are really fun and really a bit tricky, but it was definitely really fun waves for a comp. They're really fun and it's definitely like good experience getting to like more contests around Australia and like giving everyone a go.
It was real fun point break. Yeah, conditions were really good, long waves. Yeah, first win ever. I've never won a comp ever, so stoked.
To find out more, head to summersurfseries.com.
Australia's surfing stars of the future will be on show when the 10-event Wahoo Surfer Groms Comp Series begins in September. For boys and girls aged 8 to 14, Wahoo's got you covered. With beach games, giveaways and tons of prizes. It isn't just action in the surf. Go to surfingaustralia.com now and sign up for your chance to win an all-expenses-paid 3-day Wahoo Surf Camp at the Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre. Wahoo Surfer Groms Comps, Aussie as.
The Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre. Coaching for all surfers.
Doesn't matter what level of surfing you're at, we've got coaching to cater for all abilities. It's not about us telling you how to surf. We listen to you and help improve your technique so that you enjoy your surfing more. Expert coaching, video analysis, surfing technique, strength and conditioning. Become a better surfer. Get online, book a camp at surfingaustraliahpc.com.
Each year, a who's who of the Australian surfing community come together for the Australian Surfing Awards, and this year was no different, with a prestigious ceremony held in Manly. A host of awards were presented on the night, including the Male and Female Surfers of the Year, while the newest member of the Australian Surfing Hall of Fame was also inducted. Check out our big night of celebrations.
Welcome to the 2015 Australian Surfing Awards. We are here to celebrate amazing achievements by Australians out there in the world. We've got world champs here, past legends, and we'll of course be inducting the 37th Hall of Famer. We're in for a big night.
I think it's fantastic to really kind of step back and just celebrate all that we achieve as, you know, Australian surfing nation. And I love coming to these nights and just, yeah, seeing everyone's collaborations, whether it's in the competitive domain or past history or movie or photo. So it's a great night.
It's a recognition of Australian talent, and I think over the years Australian male and female surfers have pretty much dominated contests all over the world and have had incredible results.
We're very proud in Australia to have many of the best water athletes in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's come up here in Manly. I mean, it's right in my hometown, and then there's just so much going on, and it's just a really exciting time. And Surfing Australia is doing an amazing job right now.
We've put a lot into it and invested a lot into this award. We want to make sure that we preserve the history of the sport and celebrate not just our champions, but celebrate the culture and lifestyles.
And the winner is the Byron Bay Surf Festival.
We first started with a little small idea that we had, basically setting out to create something that's beyond just music and film and art.
You know, just to be up for a nomination, Male Surfer of the Year and being a longboarder, it's I'm not sure if it's ever happened before, and I'm so honoured to be here for sure.
And the winner, I don't know how many of these he's won now, is Mick Fanning.
Yeah, it was a great year actually. Even though I didn't win the world title, I felt like it was one of my best years on tour. To win 3 events in a year is, it's no easy feat. But when those events went on, it just felt natural.
There's no secret to our success. We're really a grommet club, and kids join the club when they're 5 and they go right through the journey with the club, and then it's time to move on to other Surfing Australia pathway programs, and really that's what we're on about.
He was the epitome of a surfing lifer, with the Bondi legend still competing up until his passing in 2014, aged 85.
I'm convinced salt water ran through his veins. Sadly, Barry passed away at the age of 85 on the 18th of November last year at home. He is now surfing the eternal wave. Once again, thank you. And in Magoo's words, life is wonderful, enjoy it. Thank you.
This is the Bloody a Legend Award. You're a Bloody Legend Award for Tom Parrell. 2015. But Waterman of the Year is Jamie Mitchell.
First off, before I forget, thank my mum and dad. I don't get to thank them enough. Mark and Ryan, I see those guys charging every swell, and they deserve this as much, if not more than me. Thank you, I appreciate it. Have a good night.
In 2014, Matt qualified, of course, for the 2015 WSL Championship Tour.
Yeah, it was great, just to see the whole junior development and everything Surfing Australia has done for all us and all our junior events. It's been epic.
Dean Morrison, Steph, Joel and Mick Fanning are all lifetime paid up members. They've given us money, they've supported us, they've talked the talk, they've walked the walk, and I think the surf calms come back to them.
Yeah, just to be mentioned in the same categories as the Grambos and the Jollies and all my heroes like Russell Ord and stuff. It's good to walk away with a win for sure.
So obviously congratulations to Tom.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's many more moments. I haven't finished it, Ronnie.
Spirit of Akasha is a film by Andrew Kidman.
Albie pretty much conned me into it by saying, well, why don't you see if the spirit is still alive, and obviously it is, and you can see that by everyone in the room tonight.
The Female Surfer of the Year recognised the female Australian surfer who has pushed performance boundaries and captured the surfing public's imagination more than any other over the past year. And the winner is Stephanie Gilmore.
I definitely think last year was the hardest year in my entire career, and I loved to battle with Sally and Tyler the entire way. There's really only one place to thank for that, and that's Surfing Australia, because we all came through the junior ranks in Surfing Australia, and everything that you guys do so passionately for the junior surfing in Australia is incredible. So I really think there is no better place to grow up and hone your skills as a professional surfer than right here in Australia. So yeah, thank you so much, of course, everyone.
Ted Spencer was just 19 when he won his first bell in 1968 from Keith Paul and Midget Farrelly. He won again the following year, this time from Frank Ladder and Nat Young. A true leader and pass setter, he chose to step away from the spotlight on his terms and remains one of surfing's most elusive and enigmatic figures. That's showing tonight. He's not actually here. But we will call on 2010 inductee Doug Warbrick to accept the award.
Don't know too much what to say about Ted because he is an enigma. He would be here, then he wouldn't be here, but he probably set the fundamentals of the way Aussies surf. He certainly deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and one of the Australian surfers we all should be proud of. And I think you'll love the award.
Early morning netball, it's sideline coffee time. The boys begin stretching. Soccer's next, let's ride. Need another latte to cheer on the team. Dad and the 4 kids exhausted. Mum will be up for a week.
Introducing the all-new Kluger, Australia's latest and greatest place to raise a family.
A highlight each year at the Australian Surfing Awards is the presentation of the Nikon Surf Photo of the Year. Now, hundreds of outstanding entries are received from our country's best surf photographers, and here is the countdown of the top 20 entries this year.
The Subway Summer Surf Series will put junior surfing on a new wave this summer.
With 13 massive events.
Kicking off with under 16 and 18 boys and girls divisions.
Don't miss out on competing against the best junior surfers in Australia.
Adding to the high stakes, don't miss the chance to win a 3-day all expenses paid Subway Surf Camp to a Surfing Australia's High Performance Centre.
Go to surfingaustralia.com to enter.
Subway Summer Surf Series. Eat fresh, surf hard.
Earlier in the show, we were in Victoria for the Subway Summer Surf Series. Now we're heading to Margaret River in Western Australia for event 9 of this huge national junior event.
It would have been on a bodyboard on my guts, and then I finally had to quit because the boys just dropped in every over at the point, so had no choice but to start standing up when I was about 12 years old. Yeah, no, obviously, like to surf in front of your club and you hear them all chanting for you, and you're running in the beach and everyone's trying to pump your tyres up. It's rad, I love it. Maybe golf. Oh no, I hate golf. Hate walking around chasing a stupid ball. Maybe a footy player, AFL. I don't really like the sport, but sorry. I'm not a very good sports person. I should just lay off the sports. Because it's where my heart and soul lies.
The Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre, coaching for all surfers.
Doesn't matter what level of surfing you're at, we've got coaching to cater for all abilities. It's not about us telling you how to surf. We listen to you and help improve your technique so that you enjoy your surfing more. Expert coaching, video analysis, surfing technique, strength and conditioning. Become a better surfer. Get online, book a camp at surfingaustraliahpc.com.
The original Source Australian Boardriders battle gathered the best Boardriders clubs in the country, and a highlight during the state rounds and during the final in Cronulla was the Milwaukee Heavy Duty Hack, which was presented to the surfer who executed the biggest power move. Time now to check out some of the massive turns that went down during the state rounds.
Australia's surfing heroes grew up in Boardriders clubs, and it's why our champions have been paddling out in Series 2 of the $120,000 Original Source Australian Boardriders Battle. Adding to the series' already high stakes is the Milwaukee Heavy Duty Hack Award, presented to the surfer who displays the biggest and best power move during each state round and the national final. Be it dropping a heavy duty turn or hack, or even a Larry layback. So, let's check out the heavy duty hack action so far in the series.
The level of surfing's gone through the roof for the past few years, so yeah, I'm stoked that I can show everyone what I've got, I guess, and yeah, stoked to win.
Oh, probably the pride thing. I mean, growing up in an area and you're surfing with your mates and your peers you grew up with, and getting to represent that's pretty cool. Relaxed, happy. Probably the first year I won the club championship was pretty cool. Probably a crappy trade in Brisbane or something, digging holes. Speed for sure, yeah. He's on the CT, he's one of Queensland's best ever, and he's the man.
Well, here we are at the beautiful northern beaches. Golden sands, fresh salty air, crystal clear water, and home to one of the most iconic surfing legends of all time, Mr. Tom Carroll.
For me, I think the most obvious thing is the light. The light of the area, you know, the clear water and the beautiful sky, and the early mornings and even the late evening sunsets. I think the whole area has just got this beautiful crystal clear light. The northern beaches is basically, most of it's a peninsula. Right. From Newport onward, it's a peninsula. So just on the back side of it, we've got this still water called Pittwater. This still water area where you can use boats, sailboats. You can paddle around I was defined by the northern beaches, there's no doubt about it. The way the waves break. I've been surfing for 43 years and I was on the northern beaches here, the way the waves break. This ocean here taught me how to read oceans around the world and gave me the confidence to deal with it. In Australia in general, but the northern beaches just shines. When I go travel overseas, it just gets more and more obvious. So since I was 16 years of age to 50, I've just been getting example after example, coming back to northern beaches and just, well, why would I want to be anywhere else?
There you have it. If you're visiting Sydney, make sure you check out the northern beaches. See for yourself just how beautiful this place really is.
Run into the water, you and all your friends. Let's live young forever. Let's live while we can. You and me, it's time. Sunshine on my mind. Got me feeling good. Got me feeling fine. La 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 la.
Well guys, thanks for tuning in. That's all we have time for on today's show, coming to you from Surf World Museum on the Gold Coast. For more info on anything that you've seen on today's show, just head to our website and don't forget that you can hit us up and follow us on social media. I'm Jess Skarratt and I'll see you next time for more Surfing Australia TV.